Today we are considering objections from the police and environmental health to a proposed 10 for Flat A 16 St. Luke's Road. I'm Councillor Janet Evans and I'll be chairing this meeting. I have no declarations to make in relation to this item. I'm joined by Councillors Pretty Hudd and Linda Wade. Councillors, can you please introduce yourself and confirm whether or not you have declarations?
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Pretty Hudd, no declarations. Thank you.
Councillor Linda Wade, no declaration.
We are also joined by Paul Phelan from the Council's licensing team. Please, can you confirm your attendance?
Hello, Chair. It's Laura McGann for today's hearing.
Oh, yes. Sorry, that should be changed on here.
Thank you.
Sorry, Laura. And will you be with us all day, Laura?
I think Fiona will be here for this afternoon's ones.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Our legal officer, Lindsay Lemassurier, please confirm your attendance.
Present, Chair.
Holly Weaver, Emily Beard, and Emma Mahudin, our committee officers. Please, can you confirm your attendance?
They're all present, Chair. Thank you.
Okay. The quorum for this committee is 2, as there is always a possibility that I may lose connection temporarily during the broadcast. I am nominating Councillor Hudd to be appointed as a substitute chair. Please, Councillor Wade, can you second this nomination?
Second.
And I confirm that Councillor Hudd has been appointed substitute chair. Thank you, colleagues. Before we start the hearing, there are a few ground rules. Please keep your microphones on mute until you are invited to speak. Please make sure mobile phones are on silent. Please do not use the Microsoft Teams chat function as it is not monitored. Everyone should have received the procedure for this meeting regarding the use of camera and how to connect back if you lose connection. Thank you. Holly, can you please run through the list of the persons wishing to speak today?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chairman. So here presenting his 10, we have William McCormick on the call. He's the premises user. Objecting to this 10, we have Kieran McKenna from RBKC's Noise and Nuisance team. We also have Donna Wilcox from the Metropolitan Police, who's objecting to this 10, and she's supported by James Rankin, who is the counsel for the police today. And that's everyone we were expecting.
Thank you. Okay. The procedure of the meeting has been circulated with the papers. However, in summary, I confirm, firstly, the licensing officer, Ms. McGaughan, will give a brief outline of the 10. Then I will ask the premises user, Mr. William McCormick, to present his submission. He will have up to a maximum of 10 minutes to do so. Please, can you all confirm your attendance?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, Mr. McCormick, you're there. Questions may then be asked of the premises user.
Yes.
Yes, sorry.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Questions may then be asked of the premises user by the committee, the police, the environmental health, and our legal officer. Then I will ask the police's legal advisor to present her objection. She will have up to a maximum of 10 minutes to do so. He is joined by PC Donna Wilcox, who may be able to assist the committee. If they have any questions, please can you all confirm your attendance?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Questions may then be asked. James Rankin, are you here?
I am, Chair, yes.
Thank you. Questions may then be asked of the police by the committee, the premises user, and our legal officer. Then I will ask environmental health, Mr. Kieran McKenna, to present his objection. We will have up to a maximum of 10 minutes to do so. Please, can you confirm your attendance?
Present, Chair, thank you.
Questions may then be asked of environmental health by the committee, the premises user, and our legal officer. Finally, I will turn to the governance team to see if any issues have been raised that we need to consider. There will be no summing up, and the committee will then adjourn for 10 minutes to make our decision. We will reconvene to verbally announce the decision today, and it will then be confirmed in writing within 5 working days. The full reason will be issued as soon as possible thereafter. I would like to remind everyone that the committee has read the papers, which comprises the main pact, including any additional submissions. So there is no need to repeat their content, but please do draw our attention to certain points and pages. Let's get going. Ms. McGowan, please can you outline the 10 for us?
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon. We have before us today a temporary event notice which has received objections from PC Cárdenas on behalf of the Metropolitan Police on the grounds of prevention of crime and disorder and public safety. An objection has been received from Mr. Philip Richardson from Environmental Health on the grounds of prevention of public nuisance and public safety. Mr. William McCormick has submitted a temporary event notice for Sunday the 24th and Monday the 25th of August 2025 to use the front garden of Flat A 16 St Luke's Road for sales of alcohol off the premises between 12 and 7 p.m. during the Notting Hill Carnival. A copy of the notice, cover letter, site plans and risk assessment can be found at Appendix A of today's bundle. Summaries of the objections can be found at pages 6 and 7 of today's bundle, and copies of both objections are attached as Appendix B and C. Relevant extracts from the Council's Statement of Licensing Policy are attached as Appendix D. The premises are located in Colville Ward on the west side of St Luke's Road at its junction with Lancaster Road. A map of the area is attached as Appendix E, and a list of licensed premises within the vicinity is attached as Appendix F. A map of the 2024 Carnival footprint indicating the parade route, location of sound systems, bars, street trading sites, safe areas and other matters is attached as Appendix G. This is for illustrative purposes only. The map for 2025 is yet to be finalised. A list of temporary event notices received so far for this year's Carnival is attached as Appendix H. This excludes notices which have been withdrawn. Finally, Chair, I can confirm that the following additional documents have been circulated. 2 documents from the police, the Sector 3 map, and crime statistics for Sector 3. In determining this matter, the committee must have regard to the objection notices from the Police Environmental Health and take such steps as it considers necessary for the promotion of the licensing objectives. The steps that can be taken are to A, issue a counter notice if it considers necessary for the promotion of the licensing objectives to do so, or B, take no action and allow the notice to have effect. This concludes my summary of this afternoon's proceedings. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Now for the premises user's case, Mr. McCormick, please can you present your submission and advise if there has been any additional documentation sent to the council. You have 10 minutes, but first we have a diagram here. Excellent. Mr. McCormick?
Good afternoon, Pete. Good afternoon. Well, basically, all we want to do is we have a family function every year, and we're just keeping our natural roots and our natural tradition. When we sell out, well, because we always have like red stripe beers, so that's the only thing we're gonna have, red stripe beers, and we normally just have jelly coconuts, sugar cane, and soft drinks and slush machines. That's all we normally have because we have a family function. Our family come from all over the world, Trinidad and Jamaica and Grenada. So we always just get together and have family time. We're not really selling alcohol like that because it's only really a little bit of beers that family like to have around them at carnival time to dance and enjoy themselves. And regards to safety, our front yard is very big. It could hold over 50 people from downstairs to upstairs. And we've got our own gates and we have our own, it's on a big corner. So if you look on St. Luke's Road, it's on the corner of Lancaster Road and it's a very big garden. We don't have people from the outside come in. We're not looking to have no cells over the fence. We're not looking to block no traffic on the road because of the inconvenience. People can hurt themselves. We don't have no barriers outside our front gate or nothing because we've got our grandmas there, so we don't cause so people block off traffic or road. Because we want everyone to just keep moving on. In Carnival, it's all about moving on. They can't linger around the premises. So everything that we just keep is in our grounds, basically.
Okay. Does that are you ready for questions?
Yes, Your Honour.
Okay. Any questions from Councillor Hurd?
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. McCormick. I just would like to clarify the following points. Did you just say that is this only for family members, or are you inviting external? Are you selling anything?
No, basically, we're not selling nothing. We always just have the TE in license just for safety. We're not selling, not having no traffic because we've got family, girlfriends, and everybody normally gets together and we drink and we don't. Yeah, the only thing we're going to give we normally sell is slush machines, slush ice for the kids, canned soft drinks, jelly coconut, sugar cane, and somebody might ask for it or red stripe or that, so we just give them 1 and 2 red stripe, but we never sell outside our premises. They always have to come into our garden because it is big enough. We got when you look, it's big enough, and we've got downstairs. So people, we don't never sell over the fence or out the fence. It's not we don't have it as a store or a shop, or if you're with me.
But if I were to walk in and ask you for a red stripe, I would buy it from you, and I could walk off your premises and drink it as I go along, or I can join you and drink it on your premises. Am I correct?
Come downstairs in my premises and sit down and drink your beer and have some sugar cane or drink. I would prefer to sell you more the jelly coconut more than the red stripe. I'll say have a jelly coconut. It's good to wash off your good. That's the environment that we bring from where we're coming from. It's not people to get drunk. It's for people.
Yes, that's Mr. McCormick. I entirely appreciate, because I'm of a similar cultural background, and hey, we all love a party. But more on a licensing legislation, I just need to clarify. So if I were to come into your premises, buy a can of red stripe, have it, start off my drink with you, but then I can walk off and I can take that beer with me.
Yes, because the carnival is about moving.
Of course. Thank you. That's incredibly kind. And my second question to you is, my apologies for interrupting you and rushing you, but we have so many cases today. So really, I do apologize. May I also ask you just one very other quick question? Have you consulted your neighbours?
Yeah, my neighbours are fine. They join us every year. They normally join us and they sit down with us and we give them jerk chicken and sugar cane and fruit salads. Yeah, they love the culture, my friend.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Councillor Wade.
All right. Yes, Mr. McCormack, is flat A the basement?
Flat A is the basement, and the communal area of the garden is all my one that I take care of for all of the residents.
All right, but I just need clarification, because the two things you said, people can go downstairs. Does that mean they go into your property?
No, they don't go into my property. There's, as big as it is at the front, it's same size downstairs. If it's a basement, so when you go down the stairs, there's space for another like 25 people or 30 people downstairs.
But is that common part, or is it? I can't see the basement you're talking about.
Sorry for the vision of the picture. It's not very good. It's not very clear enough. But if you look where the bin, like the blue bag is,
yes,
you can go. There's some stairs. You go down those stairs.
Mm.
Yeah, there's stairs down there. It's concrete, flat down there. You can hold about 25 people. So that's where I normally make my long wash line, like my 15, 25 foot.
All right. Now, have you asked permission of your freeholder, who I believe is Notting Hill Genesis?
Yeah, Genesis. Oh, yes, that's right.
Have you asked permission of your freeholder?
I consulted him, and he's sent an email, But I have to get back with the family member of mine to she takes care of that situation.
I come back to the point that the area in front where the dustbins are in fact the common area of the property 16 St Luke's Road, not exclusively the demise of flat A 16 St Luke's Road. So I think that I'd need clarification on that. Also, could you, with the picture in front of us, could you indicate where the bar is going to be situated?
The bar is good. It's not. We're not going to have a bar like. It's not a bar. We're not having a bar. We have like. We just have a trapole, like a table, like a. What did you call it? We call it a tarpaulin, like a tarpaulin roof. Yeah, I don't know what you call it. And we put the tables inside with the slush machines on the side next to the. You see on the right hand side. If you're standing where the bin is, if you look on your left hand side, it goes along that side with all the tarpaulin.
So there's what would you say the crowd capacity within that area that we can see now is once you have everything for the event constructed? How many people do you think you'd be able to fit in?
That capacity can hold 15 to 20 people.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Can you tell me, you're downstairs, and are people going to be allowed from the courtyard? They're coming in to buy a drink in the courtyard, correct?
Correct. Everything is inside. Okay.
And then they can come down to your flat or not?
Yes, they're allowed to come downstairs because that's where we normally chop all the jelly. Because I'm a man of safety in Carnival, because we don't like sharps. And, you got to remember, cutting jelly, coconuts and sugar cane, you have to use sharp tools. So I like to keep sharp tools downstairs near my kitchen surface for the window so we can wash it near the sink, and we've got everything in one side, if you're with me, Your Honour.
Okay. And so do you then... You're selling a whole coconut with the coconut water, or you're cutting?
Yes. No, we did it with the whole coconut water with a straw. And when you finish, we open it up and we take the heart of the jelly outside. And sometimes they put it in a plastic bag, and people like to take it with them.
All right.
They like to eat the jelly in the middle,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm now going to ask if the police have any questions.
Okay.
No questions.
Legal officer?
Yes, I've got one question. I just want to clarify something. So, Mr. McCormick, you've said that the event in your front garden forecourt area is primarily for family. I'm not clear whether that they're going to be purchasing alcohol or not, but you've said that members of the public can come into the courtyard and buy alcohol, and you've intimated that they can either drink it there or they can drink it away from the premises. You have only applied for on sales of alcohol. This means that the alcohol has to be bought and consumed within the premises. You cannot have members of the public coming in, buying drink and then taking it away. I just want to be clear that you understood that.
No, I understood that. No, I clarified. No, they can't take alcohol away like that. It's not like we're not having sales of alcohol. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to cause no one, because we're born in Carnival, my dear. So it's like it's to control a crowd. It's impossible to control a crowd. That's why we don't have a crowd of people to cause traffic, because if anything can happen in a split second in Carnival. And if you don't run, some people have to. If you don't run, you can die just by getting trampled on. So you can't cause traffic and congestion. Your people have to move on. Carnival is a place where people do not like to stand in one place. They want to follow the sound, they want to go left, they want to go right, they want to go everywhere. Some people don't even know where they are.
Okay, can I just interject there? So just two questions.
Okay.
So you've clarified that you've just applied for on sales and that people coming into your forecourt, they can buy, if they want to buy alcohol. I know that's not generally the gist of it, but if alcohol is sold to someone, will they be taking it away? Because if not, why are you applying for a tin?
Basically, if they come, you know what carnival is like. I don't know if you've ever been to the carnival. People come with alcohol before, people come intoxicated before they even enter carnival. So sometimes it's not everybody you want to come through your gate. And you know, when somebody might be over intoxicated, or they might be consuming some kind of other formula of drugs, or you can't, especially when you got your grandma and everybody in your family there, we're having a lovely time. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I just want to be clear that you know the difference between on and off sales. Yeah, and if you aren't selling alcohol, why are you applying for a 10, I suppose, is what I'm trying to get at.
So just in case, just the reason why is because just in case we have got 24 or 30 cases of red stripe, I wouldn't like the police to come in here and they come into my premises or my foothold and be like, you're selling alcohol, and they want to confiscate everything and confiscate my slush machines and confiscate this and just make a whole situation worse, which is, I can't afford that to happen. So basically, if somebody comes to buy alcohol and they want to buy a red stripe or they're dying of thirst, I will sell them the alcohol, and that's why I wouldn't mind to have the TEN license. But I'm not going to sell them. I'm not selling rum, I'm not selling whiskey, I'm not selling none of these stuff. I'll sell red stripe. I have a couple of cans of red stripe, I might have a can of cider, I might have a can of Stella, but I'm not.
Okay, so I think you've answered my question. So you might on the odd occasion sell to the odd person, but on the whole you're not. So so that answers that question. So you do need a 10. But obviously I've obviously made it clear to you that because you've only applied for on sales, people can only buy and consume within your premises. They can't buy and consume beyond that.
Yeah, if that's nice. If they want to sit down and drink alcohol all day, they can. But until carnival's finished, that's what I would like them to do. Yes. So if that class is a 10 license, I need the application, please. That'd be very nice.
Okay, that's all from me, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I think you have to realize this isn't horseshoes. You can't just say, I need a partial license or for a 10. It has to be or a 10 or not a 10, and then it's just a family party. Do you get that, don't you? There's nothing in between.
Okay, I understand. I'm applying for a TEN license. Please.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Please.
Now, do the police have any questions?
No questions.
Environmental health?
No questions, thank you.
Okay, then I'll ask you to make your presentation with your objection, please.
Thank you, Chair. The rationale behind the police objecting to temporary events notice is well known to this committee, that we have rethought the way that we have approached these 10s. And whilst in the past we have been permissive in our approach, we aimed, so far as possible, to allow these 10s to go. It has presented the police with difficulties, set against a backdrop of ever increasing concern about the numbers that come to Carnival. Now, the press has reported Sir Mark Rowley as indicating that he has grave concerns about a mass casualty event. I'm grateful to Mr. McCormick for highlighting that. He says that Carnival is all about keeping moving, that you can die just by getting trampled on. That is the sort of thing that we're seeking to hope to avoid. So this is what Mr. McCormick proposes. Set in a location which is in the middle of the parade route and has proximate to it 2 sound systems. If you go to page 27, you will see there, marked in yellow is the sound system known as Different Strokes, and marked in blue is the sound system known as Kilowatt. And whilst the photographs that Mr. McCormick presents the committee with are photographs of an empty road, during Carnival that, because of its location, becomes incredibly congested. And what we're concerned about is making sure, as Mr. McCormick is, that that crowd continues to move. Now, if granted, this will be the only temporary events notice in St. Luke's Road. What that means is that despite Mr. McCormick's intentions that he just wants to have a family party with the occasional sale of Red Stripe, that word will spread, and that will be the location that people will clamour for their beer from whilst listening to those two sound systems. Now, he's provided us with a risk assessment, and he's provided us with an event management plan. And what he suggests is this, that there will be no guests permitted on the pavement. Now, that's aspirational. I don't know how Mr. McCormick is going to achieve that, accepting, as we all do, that any alcohol that is purchased will have to be consumed on the premises. There are going to be people queuing to get into the premises in order to purchase Red Stripe from Mr. McCormick. And we say this, that if you look at the crime statistics, and this again is a Sector 3 application, you know the figures by now, 90 offences within 2 days only. I say only 2 days, but 90 offences is 90 offences too many. 30 of those for drugs, 14 of those for violence without injury, but 11 of those for violence with injury, and sexual offences numbering some 6, and some 14 theft offences. That is too high in the view of the police. And what we want to do is to ensure that Carnival is safe. And we understand entirely the intentions of Mr. McCormick. He can still go ahead and have his family party. They can all club together and buy the Red Stripe and then share it between themselves. They just won't be able to, because that will be their private party. So we don't want to interfere with his fun. He can still provide the jellies to everybody. We just don't want him providing Red Stripe. I've drawn your attention in previous applications to paragraph 25.11. We, of course, are your primary source of intelligence on questions of crime and disorder. And this application, which has been brainstormed by all of the police officers in the police room, and if it comes as any consolation to Mr. McCormick, he's not been singled out. There are many temporary events notices which do not present with red flags. Many temporary events notices which the police have allowed to go ahead, some 52 in number. It's those that cause concern that representations are. And so that Mr. McCormick understands, it's not an arbitrary decision. It's not one person sucking a pencil and saying, well, we're going to object to this one. There is a combined experience of 150 years of policing Carnival in that police room. And the police have had a good old think about this one, as they have with the others that they've objected to. And we say, please, would you issue a counter notice and not allow Mr. McCormick to sell Red Stripe? So those are my submissions.
Thank you very much. Any questions from Councillor Hurd?
No, thank you, Chair.
Councillor Wade?
No, Chair.
Okay, I don't have any questions either. Any questions from our legal officer?
No questions for me, Chair.
Any questions from Mr. McCormick? Do you want to ask the police anything?
Okay, yeah. Good afternoon, officer. Mr. James Rankin. I just want to ask one question. Where we were located is not a very busy spot. It's right next to Notting Hill. If you look closely, that's one sound system on the corner of that road. Tavistock Road is on the other side of the road at Westbourne Park. Everybody walks from Westbourne Park to Tavistock Road to Portobello Road. Where we are located is in a complete not in the heart of Carnival. Carnival's on Portobello Road.
Can I come in?
Of where Carnival takes place. You're right in the middle of the route itself. So the route surrounds you, and it's well known that Portobello Road becomes impassable at times during Carnival, and it's well known that the surrounding areas, including, I'm afraid, St Luke's Road, become very congested. We, like you, want to keep that crowd moving. And if you're the only set of premises in St Luke's selling Red Stripe, then I'm afraid that's going to act as an allurement for people to come and congregate outside your premises. I get that you don't want that to happen, but our fear is that that will happen, and we want to stop that happening.
Mr. Rankin, I feel like you've got your you decided already, because I can see that already. But what I mean to say is, even if we were selling slush, or somebody's selling flags, or somebody's selling whistles, they are going to hold up a crowd. In Carnival, you're going to get crowds. Some people walking backwards, some people walking sideways. There's all different types of people in Carnival. The crowds are everywhere. You can't control 2 million people and put them in one destination. That is going to cause chaos. As somebody, look, if we're the only people with a TEN there, or a license to sell any drinks, there's nobody around. It's even better. There's nobody around.
Mr. McCormick, can you ask a question, please, of the police?
Okay, so like, what traffic would we be causing?
Well, William, first of all, it's not me that makes the decision. That's up to the committee. I'm simply putting the case for the police. And the view that the police take is, yes, you can sell your flags, yes, you can sell your whistles, but there is something about the free availability, not free as in cost, but the availability, freely available alcohol. And we believe, and we've got lots of empirical evidence to support us, that where you have carnival goers who are fueled by too much alcohol, then the chances of something happening that we don't want to happen are increased. I hope that makes some sense. It's not directed personally at you, William. It really isn't.
So basically, even if I'm selling my Red Stripe beer, if I'm selling my slush and my bag juices and my coconut jelly water, I'm fine. There's no problem with that.
No, because there's nothing I can do about that. There's no legislation that allows me to prevent you doing that.
Wait, I think we're talking at cross purposes here. Excuse me.
Sorry, Anna.
Sorry.
I just wanted to.
He still needs a 10 if he's selling Red Stripe, doesn't he?
Exactly. But not if he's selling slushes.
Right.
So basically, if I'm selling slushes, your officer, can I hand over slush puppy over my wall?
Then you fall into difficult areas such as street trading.
But I've got a street trading license.
Then fill your boots.
Okay. I'll see where it's basically. You can do what you want to do, but just don't sell no alcohol from no property. Basically.
Exactly.
I can see everything what's happening. I can see everything that's happening already.
Okay, that's good.
But you know what, the officer, make sure you have more officers on the road at Carnival, because what they're doing is going to cause chaos. It's too much collision of people in one place. Not everybody, 2 million people can't line up in all to buy what they want, like water or drinks or something.
William, we're only too well aware of that, which is, I'm afraid, why we've been objecting to prevents notices, including your own. But I'd
like to move on now to the environmental health objection that might cover some of the issues William's considering. Mr. McKenna, can you present your submission, please?
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, subcommittee members. Mr. Philip Richardson submitted the representation for this objection, and I'm here today to present this. We are objecting to this 10 as we believe it would not promote the public safety licensing objective. And the Metropolitan Police and Mr. Rankin have gone through the objections, and I would support these. As mentioned, public safety on the forecourt, this could, with alcohol sales and being where it is located, could attract people, so people could gather, causing congestion, maybe a hold up on the road, and this would negatively affect people in the area. We do look at every 10 application on its merits and on a case-by-case basis, and there was a risk assessment with this. However, we've also got to consider the wider context across the carnival footprint with regards to public safety. Applications in the past may have been in operation. However, there's now a greater focus on crowd safety and crowd dynamics, and measures must be taken to ensure that the event is as safe as it can be. We are striving to improve Carnival, not just to maintain what's happened in the past. The council has also taken steps to remove the traders from the parade route, which should hopefully also ensure the flow of the crowds better. So we are trying to address the well-established concerns raised, and we're doing this on a case-by-case basis and raising objections where they do not promote the key licensing objectives. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm throwing this question out. I just received it. Can you tell us about your street trading license? Can you give us the specifics? How does that work? Where do you have one, Mr. McCormick?
We have a street trading license because we do a lot of events. We do like street park events. Every summer we go around and we set up our store and we sell slush machine, slush, I like sugarcane and jelly coconuts, again, like I was saying earlier.
Okay, and is that, I'll ask our legal advisor, is that covered by the street?
Well, obviously this applications is about the Licensing Act. Street trading is under the London Local Authorities Act. I'm not entirely clear, but I would imagine you'd need a street trading license in relation to a particular location, not necessarily borough wide, but I could be wrong on that point. But obviously this application for the 10 relates to the Licensing Act 2003 and not street trading.
Right, okay, so if he's selling merch, it's has nothing to do with us.
No, obviously it's a factor if a street trading license was required, particularly if alcohol was going to be sold or items were going to be sold over the fence or on the street. But obviously we're here to focus on the Licensing Act and the sale of alcohol.
Okay, I think that answers us. Councillor Hood, anything to add?
No, thank you, Chair.
Councillor Wade?
Nothing further to add.
Thank you. Any questions from our legal officer?
No questions, thank you. Environmental Health.
Okay, any questions from Mr. McCormick to ask Environmental Health?
Why environmental health? I'd like to ask one question. Regarding the noise and all that, you can't control. Can you control noise in the carnival? Noise and disturbance? Like, why does that come into this equation?
Turn your mic on, Karen. Nope, it's not on, Karen.
Is it working now?
Yes.
Oh, apologies. Just with noise, obviously Carnival's very noisy with the sound systems and the floats going around, so it's difficult to control all the noise levels.
That don't answer the question.
Chair, can I interject? You haven't applied for regulated entertainment, and I think the objection is on public safety. I don't think noise has been particularly raised, but Mr. McKenna can correct me if I'm wrong.
It was just on public safety, correct?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask our legal officer to deal with any further queries that she may have.
No further queries from me, Chair.
Do our licensing officers have anything to add?
Nothing from me, thank you, Chair.
Do our governance officers have anything to add?
Nothing further from us. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
We've reached the end of this meeting. We will now take 10 minutes to retire and come back with our decision. We will reconvene in 10 minutes. When we return, I will be announcing that I am now reconvening the meeting. A summary determination will also be sent to the parties within 5 working days. The full reasoned decision will also follow as soon as possible thereafter. Thank you very much, committee. I'll see you in the meeting room. Hello.
Have you made your decision already, Yaron?
No, sorry, I'm in the wrong meeting.
Okay.
The committee's just rejoined, so I'll just double check that everybody is back on the call to hear the decision. So Mr. McKenna,
Present.
thank you. Mr. Rankin,
Present.
thank you. Mr. McCormick, thank you so much. Ms. McGowan,
Present.
thank you. And PC Wilcox,
I'm here.
wonderful, thank you. Whenever you're ready, Madam Chairman, I'll pass it over to you. We'll carry on the stream and you can announce the decision. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The committee has considered objections from the police and environmental health to a temporary event notice, which has been given by Mr. William McCormick, the premises user, for the sale by retail of alcohol on the premises at the above premises on Sunday, 24 August and Monday, 25 August, between the hours of 12 and 19 o'clock, for a maximum of 24 people at any one time. The committee has considered the committee papers and the submissions made by the parties, both orally and in writing. In reaching its decision, the committee has had regard to the relevant legislation, the Secretary of State's guidance, and the authority's statement of licensing policy. In summary, the committee decided, after taking into account all the individual circumstances of the case and the prevention of crime and disorder and public safety licensing objectives, we've decided to issue a counter notice under Section 105 of the Licensing Act for the event. This notice means permission for the licensable activities requested in the 10 has not been approved. The committee decided that allowing the 10 would, in this instance, undermine the prevention of crime and disorder and public safety licensing objectives, and it determined to issue a counter notice under Section 105 of the Licensing Act. A copy of the recent decision will be provided without delay. If the premises user would like to appeal against this decision, such appeal must be made to the magistrate's court within 21 days from the date of notification of the full decision, but in any event, no later than 5 working days before the start of the proposed temporary event. And thank you all for coming. And would the police perhaps just make a suggestion as to what Mr. McCormick could do in future? Is Mr. Perry here?
Mr. Perry is not here. But
No, he's not.
Okay, Ms. Wilcox, can you please tell Mr. McCormick how to prepare?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
No, that's fine, Madam Chair. So what we would ask is if you could, Mr. McCormick, contact the police at the earliest opportunity, and then we can have a discussion about what it is that you're looking to achieve. And how you can do that. All right.
Is that before Carnival or after Carnival?
Well,
yes, if you can, it's well before Carnival. Obviously, it's you don't have a lot of time in this instance because the Carnival is taking place this weekend. So please come and see us before you submit your 10. All right, and we can discuss what you're proposing to do.
So does that mean you're giving me the 10 license, and does that mean we can't have it then?
No. We're on this occasion.
Yeah.
On this occasion, it's a counter notice. So Madam Chair has just highlighted that it's a counter notice, which means that you cannot sell alcohol at the Carnival on this occasion. But for future events, for future Notting Hill Carnivals, what we're asking you to do is come and see the police and the council a long time before you submit your 10. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. And have a lovely bank holiday.
And you too. Thank you, Mr. McCormick.
thank you.
No problem. Thank you, everybody, for your
Thank
time.
you, Chair.
All right,
And
bye-bye.
thank you,
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Chair. Bye.
thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.